This is going to be a very short video today. This is Brendan Crimson here from Toxic Mugs. Welcome back to another Toxic Mugs video. And today we're going to be doing a top 5 video instead of a top 10, obviously. Top 5s will be on this channel as well. We're going to be doing a top 5 favorite wrestling weapons. Obviously, you know, top 5 favorite wrestling weapons. Weapons are used in many matches, like death matches. And Roblox Wrestling even has some weapons in it as well. And I will say my favorite weapons from wrestling or pro wrestling as a total. Number 5, a barbed wire steel chair. Barbed wire steel chairs are absolutely hardcore. They're brilliant. Easy to take people down with them, and they're going to be absolutely brilliant if you use them. And obviously, top quality. You know what I mean? Like, you would rather whack someone with a barbed wire chair than actually just stare it on the floor when you, like, you know what I mean? Quality chair, obviously used in real wrestling and pro wrestling. DW Wrestling are going to be using it soon, so it's going to be brilliant. And yeah, hopefully we'll see that little weapon in the future. Number 4, we have the barbed wire board, and the barbed wire board, one of the most hardcore weapons indeed in everything, you know, every wrestling. One of the most hardcore weapon of everything, you know what I mean? Like, you could use it, slam your opponent on it, it would be hardcore as hell. You know what I mean? Like, deadly. We get the story. Deadly and stuff like that. And I see barbed wire boards as actually a really good way to take down your opponent. It's very easy to set up, and you just slam your opponent on there, and they'll be incapacitated. I got on botching it. They'll be incapacitated for a very long time because of all the wounds they'll get from the barbed wire and the board being very solid. Yeah, very deadly maneuver and very deadly weapon. Goes into good mixing. You know what I mean? If you get a deadly maneuver like a power driver onto a barbed wire board, a recipe for destruction and a recipe to win a match. Number 3. Number 3 is, this might be a bit, you know, people might say, oh, why did you put this here? I put at number 3 a kendo stick. Yeah, I know, a kendo stick. Well, why a kendo stick, Brendan? Why? Listen, I say a kendo stick because kendo sticks, they're easy to use. They're absolutely deadly. Like, if you get hit at full force with a kendo stick, you would literally be crying on the floor, wouldn't you? Yes or no? You would. Like, kendo stick, have you seen Dominic Mysterio, for example? The dude got slapped up with a kendo stick and his entire back was covered in red marks and wounds, and I think it's a bit of blood coming out from his back. It was like bloody brutal. He got beaten by Rollins and Murphy. Kendo sticks in pro wrestling on the other hand, they're doing anything. This kendo sticks in pro wrestling are just useless. Glad they do nothing. In wrestling though, in actual wrestling, kendo sticks are dangerous. They're dangerous weapons. Or if you're an ECW fan, you would call them Singapore canes. I like the name kendo stick better because it's not a Singapore cane. They're not made in Singapore. You know what I mean? What if they called them kendo canes? Oh, that would have been cool, but I guess not. Kendo sticks, easy to use, easy to make, easy to actually use. You know, easy to set up if you want to make a kendo stick table. That would have been cool. A kendo stick table. Yeah, I just made another weapon idea. If anyone who's a deathmatch wrestler is watching this video, make a kendo stick barbed wire table. Would have been cool. Number 2, we've got the classic ladder. Yes, the classic ladder. A good solid weapon. You need to climb it up to win a Money in the Bank briefcase or a championship if you're in one of those matches. And good solid. Like, it's a solid weapon. Like, it's solid steel. You get hit with solid steel, you're gonna be knocked out for a very long time. You know what I mean? Like if you're in a ladder match, what weapon would you go grab first? Yeah, of course, you'll grab a ladder. Because a ladder is very useful. Like, you can beat people up with ladders. Ladders easy to use. unless you're on the outside, you could do a baseball slider. That's the only bad side of a ladder, but everything else, a ladder is a very solid, very, very, very solid weapon. And yeah, a really good weapon to use. And number one, we have number one here. And it's the classic barbed wire bat. And what a weapon that is. Introduced by Mick Foley himself. And it was a brilliant weapon. An absolutely good weapon to use in road wrestling and, you know, normal wrestling. And barbed wire bats are just brilliant. They're just brilliant weapons. They're effective, they're solid, and you get hit with one on the back, you're going to feel pain for the next couple of weeks. I can tell you that for a fact, because the barbed wire rips into your skin, and the bat is just solid wood. It's not hollow wood, it's absolute solid wood. So you're gonna get, if you get whacked with that, you're gonna feel pain for the rest of the whole possible month or year if you got hit that hard. Like barbed wire bats, Mick Foley made famous. He used to hit them around the head with the barbed wire bit, and used to bash him over the back with the bats, like we are with the bat and the barbed wire, which is brutal. Obviously, if you want to see the bat in action, I recommend you watching Triple H versus Cactus Jack, or Mankind, or Dude Love, or Mick Foley, whatever you call him, at Royal Rumble 2000. Brilliant matchup, and it's one of them weapons that you can say, wow, I do not want to get hit with that. And in Roblox Wrestling, the barbed wire bat, they've kind of innovated it into a bit more. They put flames on it. They put blue tack on it. I don't know why blue tack's on it. They put tacks on the barbed wire bat, which makes it even more hardcore, disastery. And yeah, now that is a recipe for deathmatch hardcore. And now that is an end of the video, and I hope you've enjoyed this absolute brilliant video. And also, let me just say a little honorable mention real quick. Honorable mention is the tacks. Obviously, thumbtacks are very, very, very a lot used in the company of AEW. AEW use them a lot because they're overrated. Besides the point, tacks are pretty hard to get out of your back if you're wrestling, and in Roblox Wrestling they're even more disastrous because they're even smaller. Obviously it's a mobile game, and to even get hit with tags, if you get slammed on tags, you must be not, that back must be like numb for a couple of like days. And so, like, come on, man, you get slammed on pure tags, like pure thumbtacks. That you got balls if you're gonna get slammed on there. You got pure balls. And I respect anyone who gets slammed onto tags for a living or daily. And now, yeah, that's the end of the video, guys. I hope you've enjoyed it, and smash a like and subscribe for more content like this. And I'll see you in the next video. Booyah! Goodbye. I've been Brandon, and I've been the Toxic Monks, and I am out. Pew.